can't meet him unless we get married. Like, we meet, it's love is blind on sight. I was just on the stage. The white, now you like begging, I'm a white. I wanted Jada. You know what I'm saying? Jada.
Get an eye on the prize.
Oh my God. Jason's lyric and Low Down Dirty Shame.
Girl.
I was.
Oh yeah.
I was golden.
Peaches.
Yeah, Peaches was. Come on now.
Come on now.
Do you hear that, Michael B? Where you at? Where the kid? give my moms the money they gave me to pay rent. Help with rent,
That's deep.
I met Michael Jackson. I mean, he moved next door to Damon when he did Space Jam. People, get your ass up and clean this shit. That's Sharon B. Make sure y'all watch this episode. That's Sharon B. Y'all ain't see Sharon B.
That's right. Hello, and welcome to the Comedy Divas Girl Talk podcast, where we talk to funny divas from the stage to the screen to behind the scene and everywhere in between to tell their amazing stories, because you know what? They just aren't told enough. We have a very special diva in the house tonight, but please like, subscribe, and follow. I'm Sharon B., the founder and host, and thank you for being here. So we have a very special lady. let me just do her intro. This is Chaunte Wayans. She's a comedian, an actress, a writer, producer. You've seen her on Wild 'N Out, This Fool on Hulu, AJ and the Queen on Netflix, Tiffany Haddish, They Ready. She's currently on tour with her comedy show, Therapy in Session, and she was recently inducted into the NAACP Hall of Fame with her amazing family.
Yes.
Please welcome Chaunte Wayans.
Come on now. That's I. That is I. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so honored you're here. I recently saw you in our hometown in New York performing your show.
Yeah.
And it was so good.
Thank you.
I really appreciate, because it's called Therapy in Session.
Yeah.
You're very open about your journey.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to that. But I just want to know, I like to start out with people, when did you know you were funny?
Oh, when did I know? I knew I was funny when I went to an open mic and I saw, this is like the blossom of my comedy, because I come from the likings of tech. Like, I love tech and stuff like that. So that's what I wanted to go to college for. So when I moved out here, I found like post-production, right?
Oh, okay.
Hated it. Only hated it because you're in a really small room with like 2-3 other people. Okay. So you're in this like really confined room. Jump to stand up. I go to an open mic and I go home after the show and I can't stop thinking about jokes. And so I came up with 2 jokes. I go back to the spot the next night and they asked me to come back for the later show. And that's when I was like, oh, I got something. Yeah.
But let's back it up. Now, were you born in Hawaii?
No.
Okay,
no.
They
got me and Obama under the same.
Because I'm like, I know she's from New York. So
yeah, I'm from. I have no idea. They thought my mom was a different person. Like, it's
So let's set it straight. Where were you born and how did you grow up?
I was born in New York. I was raised in Fulton housing with my uncles and aunts and moms and a cousin, a brother, and 2 grandparents in the 3-bedroom projects.
Really?
Yeah, bunk beds everywhere. Wow. Bathrooms, toilets, wherever we could put a bed, we put place in it.
Now, you didn't discover you were funny then? Did you have to like kind of fight for your life in this funny family?
No, I just think that, one, I was there when everybody was broke. Okay. And then I also saw the transition, but I was very young. But even being that young, I knew that I hated the aftermath of the industry, meaning now they're blowing up, they're getting famous. We only get to see them when they're in town and we go out to dinner. So you're trying to have a dinner. There's, you're talking family stuff. You get to see them and hang out, and then people are constantly coming over and interrupting that. So, the thought is like, oh, great. Like, I'm glad that they get this recognition. But, the truth is people have no, what do you call it? I don't want to say morals, but they just don't care.
No boundaries.
Yeah. They don't care. And they're going to do what they're going to do in moments of death and, you being depressed or whatever the case may be, they want their moment regardless.
And I know you were young when everything was happening. How did that impact you? How did it impact you in school and people you know? Did you feel like people were kind of like coming at you because of who your family was, or kind of?
Yes and no. Yes and no. I developed some really solid friends back in the day.
Okay.
You know, I'm a firm believer of, like, you don't really know who people are or who really rides for you until stuff goes down.
Okay.
So that's how I base love, my relationships. Yeah, I can say I love you because that's what I feel in the moment. But when stuff goes down, that's really going to prove what kind of relationship we have. So I say that to say, you know, I've had great experiences, but my family used to show up at the graduations. So people would think I'm lying, you know, stuff like that.
Okay.
And
you ain't really know Wayans.
you ain't really know Wayans. I remember liking somebody actually, and during the graduation, you know, they walked in late. So when they walk in, it's about 100 of us. You know, when they walk in, the graduation is over. It's about them, you know, so then you get like, you know, we throwing up our caps and, you know, whatever the case may be. And now everybody is like rushing me to be around me. So, you know, it's a give or take. Listen, I didn't understand it. And then, and then I saw Michael Jackson's umbrella. I just saw him walking through the crowd and I saw the umbrella and I almost fainted. Yeah. So it's a power, it's an energy. I went to Neverland's before he passed away. That's the way he was in the heat of things. He threw a concert. Tommy Davidson was hosting it, and I took a girl there, and we was there for like 3 hours on his Neverland space, and we was like, "Is he gonna show up?" And the minute I was like, "Let's go," I saw 3T, I saw Joe Jackson and the moms, and then I saw his umbrella, and I was like, "Ah." So I get the energy, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was tough as a kid. I think just because, you know, you want your time with your family and vibe a certain way, and it's always interrupted, you know?
You know, you talked about this in your stand-up, and, you know, on Comedy Divas, we post a lot of you guys' stand-up, and you were one of our go-tos. We were like, okay, we need a banger, we need a hit, we need some numbers. Thank you. Posted you a lot because you always win. I'm telling you, like we have like 10 go-tos we go to, and you're like in our top 10.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Your comedy is so honest, it's so real, and even though it's like someone may not have the same story, you still relatable. Yeah, and that's what I think your gift is. Yeah, and you make everybody feel. You know, the stories you're telling, like, I can relate to that. I may not be there with Wayans, but I may not have the path that she's had. Yeah. But your stand-up is really relatable, and it's just funny.
Thank you.
You're very funny. So kudos to you.
Thank you. It means a lot.
One of the things you did talk about in your stand-up, which I think was really funny, is going between those two worlds. Yeah. Going between the projects and coming out to LA. Yeah. You know, to this lifestyle. So can you talk more about how it impacted you?
It was literally, you know, I said it in the special of just like, you know, it's Cinderella. You have these amazing, I had these amazing summers, you know, living in the mansion and, you know, going to premieres and riding in the Range Rover and doing all those things, and then having to go back home with hopefully the lights on and you taking a train again, hoping that a rat don't crawl on your shoulder and, you know, all these things. But it was like, it really was that feeling. You know, I would come to Cali. I met Michael Jackson. I mean, he moved next door to Damon when he did Space Jam. Wow. So, and then I went to Jordan camp. And so, like, if Jordan saw me, I don't know, it's been years, so I don't know, but I've seen him years after Jordan camp, and he'd be like, "What up, Chaunté?" I'm like, "Michael Jordan know me," you know. So you get like moments like that, and honestly, it's a great feeling because then you get to meet celebrities and people without it feeling like a fan kind of situation. Yeah. So it's a little different environment, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I had it made when I was in LA, and then I had to go back home, give my moms the money they gave me to pay rent. Help with rent, you know.
That's deep.
Yeah.
But what made you, I mean, it is a legacy family in comedy. What made you make the final leap? I mean, did you feel pressure at all?
No,
Okay.
no. You don't feel pressure until you get into it and you realize, it's the same concept of it's like growing up and who your friends are. People are going to gravitate to you because you got the name and you're on tour with them and you're around them. So hey, I got the script. People are coming full fledged and, I want to show you around and do all these things. Unfortunately for me, it was kind of like, yeah, we rock with you when they're around. When they're not around, it's a different situation. You know what I'm saying? So I think for me, when I hit the stage and like when I went home and couldn't stop thinking about those jokes, when I hit the stage, I found that voice. I found a voice because not only was I searching for my own identity, a lot of things was coming out. I just kind of came out the closet, was getting into that mode and trying to shift through, what departments on set or really what I want to do. But I had a lot of, I felt I grew up with just a lot of people kind of trying to put me down. So I'm talking about teachers and things like that. So my voice got small. And then when I hit that stage, it became like nobody could tell me anything. And if, even if somebody try to heckle you and stuff, you could shut them up easily.
For sure.
But it became like everybody's eyes are on me and I get to say what I want to say and they listening,
What was your first, I guess, big project, big gig, the one I was like, I'm so proud of this one?
I gotta say, I think it's between Tiffany Haddish, They Ready. And I will say, when I started doing sketches myself.
Okay.
So like me putting pen to paper and shooting stuff, you realize a lot of talent in that. And again, we're talking about doubt and, just those type of things in life. So for me, it was like proving to myself what I can actually do with my talent.
That Michael B. Jordan one you did.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Come on now.
What's wrong with you? That is Michael B. Jordan. We like him. I mean, yeah, he cool and all, but you gotta chill, B. You messing up my stud cred. Them titties already messed that up. Come on, let's go say hi to him. Yoo-hoo, hey, warmonger. I mean, warmonger.
Do you hear that, Michael B? Where you at? Where the kid? I love him. I love him.
Yes. Have you met him?
No, I don't want to.
Oh, you don't want to?
No.
Why?
I can't meet him unless we get married. Like we meet, it's Love Is Blind on site. I want a ring. I want.
He gonna just.
He going move that little white girl you got to the side, and get some of this Chaunté. You can keep her actually.
What your wife gonna say about that?
Oh, she already know. She already know. R.I.P. to Malcolm Jamal Warner, but that was her pass.
Oh.
She got him and one other person. I forget the other dude.
Oh, okay.
She ain't gonna make
so
it.
you
with
already arranged this? Already good?
Yeah, it's already set in stone. You know what I mean? But I don't want to meet him. I don't want to meet him.
So let's talk about, you did mention Tiffany Haddish, They Ready.
Yep.
We had Aida Rodriguez on here.
Aida.
She was wonderful. And she really gave Tiffany her props, which she should, because listen, a lot of black women or women of color in comedy don't get specials, don't get the look, don't get the spotlight. And she took it upon herself to use her fame to give you all guys your own spotlight on Netflix, which was huge. So how did that happen for you, and what did it mean for you to do that special?
Tiffany, bless her heart. Tiffany, I knew Tiffany for a long time. I think, a lot of people she selected did. And, we hung out tough and stuff like that. But Tiffany would always throw out things like, if I get to this place, I want to do this, this, and this. And, it speaks volumes because she did Girls Trip. She was in, I think I helped her, not helped her, I read that audition with her.
Oh, really?
I remember going to a restaurant. It was like me, our friend Iko, and someone else with us, and she pulled out like that sheet of paper and just went over it. You know what I mean? But she got that part, and literally like right after I remember her calling me and going, "What would you do for this amount of money?" And I was like, "What in the ritual? What is going down, Tiffany?" But she just said, "What would you do for this money?" And that's how the conversation came up. And then she goes, "We're gonna shoot a special, blah blah blah." And it's more than just, it's not about money per se, but the amount of money we got for what we did, and you hear like people with names or that were coming up getting way less.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I said Tiffany took a pay cut herself to make sure you guys were blessed.
Listen,
which is dope.
Listen. So, but again, prime time for Tiffany. She used that, got us to do the special. I've been working on this set for years, right? So we got to put that out there exactly like there were no changes. We got to, now here's the problem. I didn't want that background. Visually, I came up with the concept, but it didn't come out how it was supposed to.
Okay.
But I say that to say we literally had control over a lot of things, which is another blessing, because a lot of networks will come in and go, no, I want to see, you know, there's a lot of things that go into production. But not only did Tiffany bless us with that moment and being on stage and giving us that platform to do it on such a big platform, especially at the time, Netflix, but then we had billboards out in LA. We
everywhere.
had it, New York, you know, and it's 6 of us. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are shooting specials and they're not getting any of this.
Yes.
So now we're doing this. Now we're doing interviews. And then on top of that, she's like, what projects you got so we can go try to sell a show?
Come on.
So I wound up selling the show. Now, it didn't go because the network wound up getting bought out.
Okay.
But the point is, we sold the show, and this is what she was doing for each and every person that she put out there.
Wow.
Tiffany's amazing, man.
Wow, give her all her flowers.
Yeah.
Tiffany
Yeah,
Haddish.
yeah.
And you guys were each producers on your show.
Yeah.
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 That's, people don't do that.
But this is what
Come
I'm saying.
on.
Like it was just nonstop blessings. And you know, the beauty about Tiffany is no matter how busy she gets and all those things, she still makes time to support. You know what I'm saying? So she showed up many a time. She came to my wedding. You know, she just shows up. And it's such a beautiful thing because, you know, you get to a certain level and things change. Yeah.
Yeah. But she didn't. That's awesome.
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a great special. You guys brought it.
Thank you.
You really
Thank you.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think all of us, she had a great selection, but we were all friends. We were fam. And I just think she saw something in us that was, you know, she gave us a chance, which was great.
For sure. For sure. You mentioned your wife.
Yeah.
We have to talk about Marshay.
Beautiful Marshay.
And she manages you as well, right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference that you have seen with her taking on that for you and being your manager?
We get to curse each other out. You know what I'm saying? There's no contracts or fires or anything like that. Like, I try to tell her how I want things, and she goes, as your wife. I'm like, well, you're not supposed to use that title. You are my manager. You know what I mean? But it's been good. She knows me. You know, she knows my tics and all those things. And we communicate a lot. So in trying to figure things out, I love it because if I get into my ego or if I get into certain things, she's helped me, you know, understand like this might be good for this reason. You know what I mean? So I love working with her. I love her being on the road. I really don't like being on the road without somebody I rock with, you know?
Yeah. It's to have that support system means a lot, especially going on the road a lot.
Yeah.
You know, you feel alone a lot of times. And let's talk about your tour. About tour. It's Therapy in Session.
Therapy in Session.
And why did you name it that?
Because that's exactly where my life is right now. I am trying to heal and get my life together. I'm 43 years old, and this is you know, time in my life where I'm trying to hold accountability and grow the fuck up. Excuse my language.
No, it's real.
Yeah, it's literally just grow up. You know, we could sit there and blame people, but for so long, and at a certain point, the choice becomes ours to carry that on. So, you know, I'm at that stage of accountability, and I'm very open about what I go through in life. Yeah. Mostly because a lot of people do. You know, a lot of people go through things and they don't have a safe space or whatever the case may be. And I think from some of the people that I look up to or appreciate them saying certain, you know, things, I think it's necessary for people to not feel alone, no matter how much they try to mask that everything is okay. And especially being at the level that I'm at, doing what I'm doing, people go through things at every capacity.
You're very candid about your journey just with sobriety. And I'm sure you're helping people with that. Has anyone ever come up to you at a show? And why did you feel necessary to talk about your journey?
Again, people, it's really illness out there that a lot of people are suffering with. And again, it's a safe space. That's one of the biggest things, especially in the Black community.
Yeah.
It's been very hard for therapy, for addiction and things like that. And I think the most powerful thing for me to try to present is that I've gone through all this stuff. I've gained, I've lost, but I've overcome. I never gave up on myself. And the fact that I'm still here to try again, blessings still come. Yeah. You know what I mean? In whatever shape or form. And thank God, like, we have the social media realm, because even if the industry blocked me, I could still build a fan base.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But luckily that's not the case.
Yeah.
So those are the things that I just want to present to anybody. And so I get people that come up to me after the show. You know, I get people that DM me. I get people that told me like they got sober because of me. Wow. And you know, there's a lot of gifts and shame in that, because if I go back out and relapse, you know, I got a guy that hits me up every month. He's like, I'm a year, you know, I'm 2 years now, I'm this, and I'm like, I'm counting days again, brother.
Oh wow.
But again, the message is to not give up.
Never give up.
Let it click at a certain point. If you have a chance to live another day, it's not over.
And good for you. I mean, you are helping people, even if it's one person.
Yeah.
Even it's one day at a time.
Yeah.
And one person at a time. So thank you to you for being so open and candid and
absolutely
leading by example.
Yeah.
So,
thank you.
Good for you for your journey.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem.
Got a lot of folks.
You talked about Michael Jackson. I mean, come on. You talked about Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
I just need to know. I always like to ask people this. It's hard with you because of who your family is. Is there a person that you met like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm meeting this person, or they know who I am? I know that's hard.
I can't think off the top of like, I know they know who I am. You know what it is? Like, I'll get moments and I'm gonna be mad if they unfollowed me. But like like Ice-T followed me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Which I really like, and I think it meant so much to me because of the kind of guy he is and what he appears to represent, right? So when you get people like that, or 50 Cent commenting on your stuff saying you're funny, you know, like things like that, you just go, oh, there's something in this that I just got to keep pushing forward. But who did I like meet? Damn, I said Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson. Female? I know. I used to be in love with Jada Pinkett. Okay. Jada Pinkett, you know.
Did you meet her?
Yeah, I did. She used to come to my uncle's house. They were friends, you know, so I got to meet her. I never met Will.
Oh, okay.
Even though he was there, I never went up to him. I wanted Jada. You know what I'm saying? Jada.
Get an eye on the prize.
Oh, my God. Jason's lyric and Low Down Dirty Shame.
Girl.
I was golden.
Peaches.
Yeah, Peaches was amazing. But yeah. I would say those people.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of hard because of who your family is. So
No. Again, there's people that you meet and you just go, oh, there's this energy. Like, I remember I said that I used to get mad at people like interrupting, or they always want to come up to me and be like, white chicks, you know, and do scenes from the movie. I get a lot of DMs like that, and they just remake the scene. But the funny thing is, I remember going to this event and seeing the dude, I forget his name, forgive me, brother, from Set It Off. The dude that takes out the bottle and goes, wait! And the entire night, I kept going, yo, that's Wade.
Oh, okay, that brother. Yes. The one who played Jada's brother. Brother. Okay, yeah.
So
okay.
I just kept going. I kept, Wade, that's Wade. And I kept doing just that part.
Oh, my God.
So I get it. But again, I prefer not to meet people that I rock with, because I want to see them exactly as they are on the screen.
All right.
Yeah.
And what is your favorite, I guess, Wayans family project that you've been in or worked on, either in front of or behind?
Damn. I didn't work on this, but you know, Marlon spoke on this. Behind the Smile was amazing. Had a lot of fun on Dance Flick. My wife and kids was awesome. But my favorite movies, you know, I go back to like I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
Oh, come on, yeah.
Low Down Dirty Shane. Blank Man.
Blank Man. People don't talk about that enough.
People don't speak about that enough, man. Blank Man was, and Mo Money. Like a lot of, you know, maybe because I understand the humor, but I just love their thought process and what they put out there and their, you know, their bravery and stuff. So I'm a fan of a lot of their stuff.
And I love how Mo Money came from Living Color.
Yeah,
that was a skit on there, and they made it into a movie.
Yep.
They were scamming back then. Scamming was a thing.
They just everybody got a little different life outside of know what they are now.
But they're all classics.
Yeah.
And speaking of your family again, you guys just got inducted to the NAACP Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful moment.
Yes,
Can you talk about that?
You know, I had to cancel a show to go to that. It was like a week. I found out probably a few days prior, and so it was like scamming.
Really?
Yeah, I knew they were doing the NAACP award. I didn't know they were doing it for the family. So that was like, I mean, mind blowing. Cancel the show, had to show up. I would have showed up regardless, just to be there for such a big moment. But being in that space and being recognized was just one of the most beautiful things, you know, to do, especially because they're still alive. To get that type of award, and I get to share the stage.
Recognition.
Because most of that stuff happens when they long gone, you know. It was a beautiful thing to be able to be, you know, you as a kid, I got to see them on award shows lined up together, and there's, you know, 4 or 5 of them and stuff like that. So to be on that stage was like,
the visual
visual
because of, you think about how much your family has contributed, each one of them. It's really, really amazing. The legacy is really beautiful.
Here's what's crazier. The people that was left in the audience that were Wayans are doing things as well. Greg Wayans, he's an actor, and, you know, he does commercials and stuff like that. I'm trying to think who was all in the audience. It was probably just us. But a lot of people there are doing things as well. We have painters, we have musicians, we have, you know, so many people on the line, writers, and it's a family of creativity.
It's beautiful.
Crazy.
It really is beautiful.
Thank you.
And where do you keep your award?
So
okay, there's a story here.
So here's the you know, you don't know if you say this on a thing, but maybe you push it. They have not sent me mine yet.
Oh, that's right. It does take a minute.
Yeah.
I have a few.
Minute.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Cause they got theirs the night of. So you know, where's mine? But you know, I don't complain. I go, let me put out my work, and I'm gonna get to a certain place and be you ain't even give me my damn award. I'm waiting for that moment to get on the same stage to be like, am I gonna get the award that y'all promising tonight? But but again, this is the behind the scenes stuff. People will show a certain side in front of your face, and then you get there, they're like, we're gonna send it. First of all, when I walked up to give them the information to send it to, they looked at me like,
who is you?
I was just on the stage. The white, you know, now you like begging, I'm a white. It's so many things that go through, and you know, again, if Marlon was standing behind me and I did it, it would have been different.
Right.
You know what I mean? So send me my stuff. Where's the camera?
Send Chaunté her trophy, please, please.
Nah.
I'll tell you, it took a year for me to get one time. So just, no, it's not. And this was behind the scenes. I was producing on something. So,
well, listen, it is on the screen, on the TV that I'm supposed to be in that field.
So it's like, this is just for show. And it's like, I'm going to need that back, Chaunté.
That's what it was. I was like holding the thing. I was like, should I let it go? I was like, Lil Damon, now you know they're going to give you yours. Let me just take this one.
Oh, gosh.
But you know, at the end of the day, materialistic stuff, like as big as it is and stuff like that, you don't know what could happen. I'll finally get it, and then my dumb ass, It'll be an earthquake or something. You be like, no. So when I get it. But the point is that they got that recognition and they got theirs.
It's coming.
Yeah.
What's nice, just to be real talk, you don't have many, you know, there are a lot of legacies in Hollywood and none of them are not black.
Yeah.
You know, so your family has laid this foundation and you guys have gone to generation, and you're bringing up the new ones too. So
Yeah.
we look, you know, we're proud of that.
Yeah, thank you.
Really proud of that. So congratulations.
You got me picturing myself at 85 like, oh, it finally came. I can't even hold it. It came. Baby, hold that up by my face.
Thank you, NAACP.
Appreciate you.
Oh, my goodness. So, did you have any, you know, comedy influences growing up outside, you know, of your family, but anybody used to watch on TV and you just love, or any shows like, oh my God, I can't miss this show. I loved it.
Yeah, I think I was I loved Whoopi Goldberg.
Come on.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg, Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor is my top. All top. And it stems from what I talk about on stage, right? Richard Pryor's the top for me because no matter what happened in his life or what was in the news, he was bringing that to the stage.
For sure.
And I think that's the best way to let go of some of that shame and guilt, or, you know, or depression in general, because you're kind of doing therapy on stage. Also, if people want to talk mess and, you know, blast you, you don't have anything to hide.
Yep.
This is exactly who I am. I already talked about me.
You're controlling your narrative.
You controlling your narrative. And so that's why I love Richard Pryor for all that he's done there. Eddie Murphy, love him to death. Wanda Sykes, Ellen DeGeneres, the first special. Yep. And then there's just so many different people, you know, that has influenced me and shown different ways that things could be done. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of Neil Brennan because, you know, I love his like 3 mics, and there's so many different forms of comedy. And I think that's what was stopping me a lot in my comedy career, because you're trying to match people who came up before you.
Yeah.
You know, outside of, you know, my family, but having that Wayans name and all that they've done, there's been a particular type of comedy that people recognize them for. So if you're not that, you know, things start to change. But I had to develop the voice and be comfortable with how I do it. You know, New York, I don't know if he was at the show, but I got a few people stood up at the end of the show. But now I'm deciding, do I leave the stage with the message, or do I leave the stage with a hard punch? Because towards the end, there's silence here and there because I'm trying to deliver a certain message. That can go either way. But before the younger version of me would have been doubting myself, like, oh, it's quiet and blah blah blah. But then when you get those people to stand up, or they feel, that's the amazing thing.
Yeah, it was impactful because you did leave with a message, and it was kind of thing you made people think.
Yeah.
Like, wow. That's why it may seem delayed, because it's like, that was deep.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
And stand up.
Yeah.
So,
but those are the things that you work out.
We always we like to ask everyone, if we had a Mount Rushmore of black women in comedy, who would your 4 be? And it can be stand up, it can be an actress, it can be just black women in comedy. It could be someone who's not here anymore, someone who's still here.
Damn.
Mount Rushmore.
How many?
You're 4. I know.
That's bad.
It's
you know
hard.
what's crazy? I'm actually thinking more actresses than comedians.
That's cool. Yeah. Who makes you laugh?
Yeah. But Whoopi Goldberg,
for sure.
Damn, this is a hot spot. Whoopi Goldberg. I got 3 more.
Yeah, you got 3 more.
I love Viola Davis.
Okay.
As
funny?
No, that's what I said. You said
funny.
actress. Oh, funny.
Yeah, but funny actresses. So 4 funny actresses. I'm sure Viola could be funny. She's the GOAT. But
nah, she was funny in that Michelle Obama.
I can't. Don't do that. Don't. I can't.
All right. Whoopi Goldberg, Wanda Sykes. I think Tiffany's funny.
For sure.
And Give me one more. One more. This is, I'm out, you know, and I'm trying to do all black women.
What about an actress? Who makes you laugh in the movies?
This is crazy. This is crazy. Why I can't think of anybody else? Wanda, Whoopi, Tiff, my Aunt Kim.
There you go.
Kim Wayans.
Hello.
My bad.
Shout
Whoopi,
out.
Kim Wayans, then Wanda and Tiffany.
Kim Wayans.
Yeah.
Please give her flowers.
I'm sitting here going, why? And I know there's so many funny people out
No, but
there.
Kim,
I'm sorry, y'all.
Kim, I mean, she rocked. She rocks.
No,
like she killed it on Living Color.
Yeah.
And everything she does.
Everything she
steals
does.
a scene.
Listen,
Yeah.
No matter how big or small, my Aunt Kim is gonna come and deliver. She's gonna come and deliver. When I saw her on Dance Flick, she'll drop it low, and I'm like, Aunt Kim, you know you can't do that to your knees, but yeah, Aunt Kim.
I love that. I love that you mentioned her.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
deserves it.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, I'm glad you had the brain for it, like right there. Like, that's
you know,
why.
it's
That's
on
why.
the spot.
Yep.
It's on the spot, and you really like. I'm gonna go back home and be like, no. Let me take out this person.
No, that's
and
a great list.
Yeah.
Those are all top tier. You know, and it's great that there can be a list.
Yeah.
And that it is hard to name just four.
Yeah.
Because there's so many who don't get their props.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing here, and paying tribute and
Yeah.
getting the stories, and it really because everyone has a different journey, and there are no two are the same. So what are some of the challenges you've had doing stand up, whether it's booking shows or getting on tour or getting respect? And as a black woman in comedy, it's hard.
Yeah, I think for me, it's like you carry the Wayans name. I started at a time where LGBT was okay, but it wasn't pushed out there. So I partially think that the LGBT aspect was more hard than just being black.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I came out dressed like this. I came, worse, because I would have the fitted, the hoodie, that was my comfort zone. You got the fitted on, and all this stuff. But I would come baggy clothes. Like there was no like, let me fem this up for the masses. You know what I'm saying? And those are the things I had to deal with. I remember an agent that I wound up having later on in life, but he came to my Uncle Marlon's show and Sean's show in Miami. I'll never forget this. He came in the green room. He was the most flamboyant gay dude I've ever met. And he comes in the green room, hasn't even seen me perform yet. And he pulls me out of the room and he goes, I don't think you should talk about being a lesbian. He said, if you do, then say it's your friend. And so I was sitting, I said, you ain't even seen my shit yet. So I go on stage and I rock it. I rock it. I mean, you got, thug dudes in the front. You got, conservatives. You got all these different people, and I rock it. And I walked back in that green room, and all he could do was this. Let me show you what I could do before you got anything to say. But I've done Broadway. This is when he was my agent now. And, there was another reference of you need to show your breasts. You need to do this. So I think the identity was still playing a part, because it's like, yeah, I could switch up and show my breasts and do all those things and be uncomfortable, but possibly get ahead. Or I can be in a space that nobody is doing. You got the Wanda Sykes, you got the Ellen DeGeneres, you got all these LGBT comics who aren't showing up as LGBT. And when I say that, because no disrespect to them, but the way they dress or what they talk about, nobody was necessarily bringing that to the stage. And I was like, why not do that? And on top of that, why not do it from a stud standpoint? Because if you're going to hear lesbians, but they're going to look a certain part.
It's very true.
I was like, if I'm not knocking down the door, it'll at least open the door for other comics that come after me.
I've had talked to other female comedians too, and they have been, I guess, some have been taken off a tour or rejected from a tour because they were too funnier than the guy. Have you experienced that as well? They don't want you to come before them.
This is the beauty about having family in the industry, right? I think I maneuvered certain ways to try not to outshine a celebrity. That doesn't mean I'm a dim my comedy.
Right.
But for instance, if I only have 10, 15 minutes to perform, I might not do certain jokes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like if I watch a set and you're talking about family and I have a bit about family, I might not say that part. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's just maneuvering, but there's a lot of celebrities, people in the entertainment, they just have a lot of ego. A lot of ego, and you massage it, especially with men, you might have a different chance. If you look around, some people got openers and you go, why did they take them? They are horrible, they hacky, they all these things. It's a reason. And I don't want to be that person because they usually become yes men. But it's a reason why they take them, because the ego is constantly stroked and you're doing things accordingly. I stopped taking people on the road not because they wouldn't do anything they say, I would say or ask, but because you could see the level of, I feel like it's distant respect. Now you feel like you're my, this is gonna sound weird and egotistical, but I'm not trying to make it that. I take you on the road, whatever level you're at outside of me taking on the road, when you come on a road with me, I'm your boss. I pay for your hotel. I'm giving you money, or I'm providing a platform for you. So you're my boss. I'm your boss. There's a certain thing, a certain level of respect. I'll see comedians run and grab water, or run and oh, you want something? You need a foot massage. You'll see them do everything for a celebrity, and then you just go, hey man, could you make sure you set up the merch for me and blah blah blah. Like, I don't do that. Or you get out there and they got their own merch set up, and then it worry about you so much. So there's those dynamics of, I don't need you to be a slave for me or anything like that, but
respect.
But why do I have you on tour if you're not giving me anything?
Right.
Anything. And I'm talking about just even asking for help.
Wow.
Do you need anything? Or it's hard to explain because I feel like I'm easy. You know what I mean? But I just think there's a level of respect that people don't care for.
It sounds like it's just common courtesy.
Yeah.
It's just
common
pretty
courtesy.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
And respect. It's like,
yeah,
I am helping you out.
Some
Yeah.
the truth is, some comedians will take people on the road and won't even pay them, won't get them hotel. They might allow you to sell merch, and then sometimes you'll get paid very little and they won't let you sell merch. So I feel like it's pretty open here. I don't understand why it has to be this type of deal, especially when you're taking a lot of male comics on the road.
Hello.
So I've switched that up.
And your tour, Therapy in Session, how long and what cities are you going to hit so people can look forward to seeing you?
Oh yeah, man. I don't know when you dropping in, but I do a once a month show in Bellflower called Chaunte Wayans and Friends. I'm in Houston November 1st to the 2nd at the Punchline. And then 2026, I got a list of dates. I'm hitting Boise, Chandler, Arizona, Arlington, VA, and did I say Boise? And La Jolla, California, but I'm adding more dates.
Cool.
Yeah.
And people can follow you where?
People can follow me everywhere at C Wayans. Go on and sign up for the email list, cwayans.com. And I am working on shooting a special in 2026, so be on the lookout for that.
Well, we definitely are going to
Come
keep
on now.
track of
Come
that.
on now.
We're going to promote that because that's what we do at Comedy Divas.
Nah, thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
This was so fun. I'm a
Thank you.
fan. We're a fan.
I appreciate you.
Yeah,
for
really,
real.
for sure.
For real, thank you.
Thank you for doing what you do, and for being a comedy diva.
Come on now.
All right,
Y'all make sure y'all check out Comedy Diva. This is a very, very great show. It is informative, and it is for women, some dope women. So make sure y'all check out the show.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
And thank you for being here. Thank you for being for the Girl Talk Comedy Divas podcast. I'm Sharon B. Thank you so much.
That's Sharon B, y'all. That's Sharon B. Make sure y'all watch this episode. That's Sharon B, y'all. Y'all ain't see Sharon B?
That's right. and we out. That was so tough.